out that day. My parents hid me and there I'd stay. Then those troops came one by one, men with honor, men with virtue, men with none. When they held her, I heard him cry. And when they butchered him, I watched her die. I shed no tears, but vowed that day men would crumble, men would suffer, men would pay. Before the war came, I was afraid. Then a darkness consumed me. The face of war is all I see, and I find no hope on bended knee. By. I slaughtered all that watched them die. I'd make them doubt all they believed. Men can marry, men can father, men can grieve. They'd beg their Lord as I did my will. Wives would scream at their children still. I heard their stories one by one. Men have prayers, men have regrets, I have none. Before the war came, I was free. Now a darkness consumes me. Face men will see, and they waste their breath on bended knee. In the dirty streets of Laredo, I saw you standing there, with the moonlight shining on your coal black hair. With the darkness all around me, I had trouble finding words, so I whispered to myself and prayed you'd heard. Well, you must have been an angel who'd fallen from the skies, 'cause you turned to me and I saw heaven in your eyes. Let that fade away. When I found you in the crisp dawn of morning, with blood stains on your clothes, with your hands as tools, it was me your heart had chose. forgiveness, where the red sand turns to clay, and we ask the Lord to wash your sins away. Forever, where the river meets the land, when the swiftness swept your life out of my hand. And I swear that I could hear laughter as the heavens shook and cracked, and I cursed the God who in envy took you back. Raged like the river, all my tears fell like the rain, and I found myself alone in darkness once again. Shots of Jack Daniels, you offer a smile, and then you slip through my arms and disappear for a while. The last time I saw you, you were drunk on cheap wine. Though another might love you, for tonight you're mine. And you're dancing on tables to some shitty song. And though I can't stand the band, I still mumble along. First time in years, I kinda half feel alright, and I know it ain't love, but it'll do for the night. Smells like rain, and with your voice cracking softly, I hope you tell it again. The owner screams last call, but he and I were old friends. So while everyone's leaving, I think we'll stay till the end. Thanks to cocaine and whiskey, we'll be here till dawn, laughing and dancing after everyone's gone. first time in years, I kinda half feel alright. And I know it ain't love, but it'll do for the night. And I know it ain't love, but it'll do for the night. I was on a prison train bound through Tennessee, an officer, one other man and me. But I would slip away from here in the dark of a southern night, or I would hang in Texas come the light. All that stands between a gallows death and being free is the iron ring that holds my shackle key. And I ain't never killed a man, but I would dig down deep and find the strength to choke him should he sleep. I would face the gallows pole based on lies you'd said, that I forced my way unwelcome in your bed. You flirted with the jury and they fell for all your charms, the same way that I fell into those arms. You described the prayers you cried and the man that you saw flee, and that he looked an awful lot like me. And I knew my life was over when the judge reached for the helve, so I memorized his face with the other 12. Ooh, don't lay your pretty eyes on me. Ooh, don't lay your pretty eyes on me, 'cause you're flirting with the devil, and that's one thing you don't need. Is easy when there's nothing left to lose, and all you need's a spark to light the fuse. So I'll wrap my hands around his throat and I'll steal away his breath, and I will take new purpose from his death. And you can bet your pretty smile before I'm finally through that I'll take everyone you ever knew. When all their pleas fall silent as a debt for all your lies, then I'll come dim the lights out in your eyes. I'll come dim the lights out in your eyes. Ooh, don't lay your pretty eyes on me. Ooh, don't lay your pretty eyes on me, 'cause you're flirting with the devil, and that's one thing you don't need. The good times, but all things must end. Old candles flicker, and old lovers become old friends. Like night dreaming, ends come down. You wake from dreaming, to find your dreams have gone. You spend your morning with somebody new. I spend my evenings forgetting you. Night of dreaming, ends come down. You wake from dreaming, to find your dreams have gone. I only miss you each now and then. And I miss the good times, but all things must end. All records play out, and all things must end. I awoke to find you coughing, like so many nights before. You just smiled at me through the sickness and said you couldn't suffer through more. Then you asked me to give you mercy, as the tears rolled down my face. And you whispered that you'd miss me, and then you left me alone in this place. I pleaded for forgiveness, as you slipped away into the light. When the angels came to take you and left me alone in the night. brings her. As your skin turned cold as snow, and I held you tight through the morning, and it was so hard to finally let go. I pleaded for forgiveness, as you slipped away into the night. When the angels came to take you and left me without your light, and left me without your light. Childhood came and went. Was a dark-haired girl with a crooked smile, with whom my days were often spent. And I never gave much thanks to luck when we'd count the stars that night. But after 14 years the war broke out and they shipped me off to fight. I felt a taste of honor until it finally hit me why. I'm too poor to dodge and too young to vote, but I ain't too young to die. And that night I wept in darkness, alone and on my knees, and clenched my hands as hard as they could squeeze. I'd never even kissed that girl, and I'd never fired a gun, and I always thought you couldn't be a man until the age of 21. Seems the only thing I knew for sure is that they wouldn't take what's mine. So I set my sights on anything that stepped across the line. And the first time that I killed a man, I felt it in my chest. And many nights I saw his face until it blurred in with the rest. I felt no trace of honor when it finally came with ease. Instead I knelt down in the mud and begged him please, take me home to see my mother. Take me home, away from here. Don't let me die, so young and broken, and surrounded by the smell of death and fear. I put in graves, but everyone took a little more from a heart I couldn't save. And all the things I did out there were the furthest thing from law. So I screamed myself awake most nights to relive the things I saw. And if I could have just one last prayer, then the last thing that I'd see would be the dark-haired girl with her crooked smile as she waved goodbye to me. But I never had much luck with prayers, I did even worse with pleas. So I'll be goddamned if I die here on my knees. I'm going home to see my mother. I'm going home, away from here. I ain't gonna die alone and broken, or forsaken under can't stand the faces of the people that I know in this town. The reasons I loved it here once I can hardly recall. So I sit in this old house of heartache and I talk to the wall. Still awake in the morning as the sun fights its way through the sky. I would get out of bed if I could just find a good reason why. So I stare out the window till night pushes the sun through the sea, until I'm left in this old house of heartache with a reflection of me. Outlaws and angels and a girl I don't know anymore. But now we're just strangers. I swear that she loved me before. The moment it changed and I lost her, only she knows for sure. Now I sit in this old house of heartache with my memories of her. Now I sit in this old house of memories with a heartache and not her. Darkness is all you've known in a world that's left you hollow and forlorn. Fed you nothing, only scorn. Still you should try to find some peace to call your own. What else could you ask of me? I've got nothing left to give you. Can't you see that I'm broken, drained and drawn? And it's the cruelness of your heart that's led you on. So darling, don't you think of me unkind, because you promised yourself things you did not find. I did not feed you dreams or live your lies, or watch them wither under time until they die. wandered lost and aimless for so long, trapped in darkness, left to roam, and you're lost without the light to guide you home. So darling, don't you think of me unkind, because you promised yourself things you did not find. I did not feed you dreams or live your lies, or watch them wither under time until they die. The day's time was resting, I'd ride in all nights, and I'd spill all their blood before the waking of light. Finished with reaping, I'd ride out again, while they cry with their children and bury their men. Beguiler of women, I'd settle for none. I took daughters from fathers, left mothers with sons, consumed by glory and thirsting with lust. In the end, all those things turn to ashes or dust. Wait in my lungs, oh, wait in my try to struggle, women appease. Children would fall down to grovel and plead, drowning in prayer and full of mistrust. In the end, all those things turn to ashes or dust. Wait in my lungs, oh, wait in my lungs. Been riding hard for 3 days, and I can't turn back now. They sentenced me to hang, but I slipped away somehow. Hell, I'm the best there is, and that's all you need to know. 'Cause I've got outlaw blood and a restless, weary soul. And I'm trying to cross the border before the sun sets down tonight. If I keep on riding hard, I'll be a free man come daylight. Hell, I'm the best there is, and that's what I hear them say. But I guess I always knew that I'd pay my debt someday. And they found me in a little town just outside of Mexico. And I was sold out by a friend for a handful of pesos. And anyone can tell you that my guns, they were not drawn. I was murdered down in cold blood and left to die at dawn. Been gone 100 years now, but it seems like yesterday that the lawman shot me in the dark and stole my life away. Hell, I'm the best that ever lived. I'm a legend among men. Now every time that pistol fires, my legend rides again. They found me in a little town just outside of Mexico. What happened there that night, no one will ever know. But anyone can tell you that I was unarmed, and anyone can tell you that I left that night unharmed. copper and gold. I polished it down so I would not grow old. But the rains, they come under ripe blackened skies, and they wither my heart despite all I try. The shadow of death, it is trailing me. It haunts me on land and it haunts me on sea. Try as I might, I just can't get away. It'll haunt me until it kills me one day. My wife is my darling and I am her man. As much as I love her, she don't understand that the ways of the world are not always kind, and the weight of the world is a burden at times. I talk to the devil when I'm down in the hole. He always says that he owns my soul, and no matter how much that I beg or I plead, that the day that I die he'll come take it from me. So I leave you this heart made of copper and gold, and may it be yours until you grow old. And if the rains ever come and anger you'll cease, will you polish that heart and then think of me? Will you polish that heart and then think of me? I shot her in the valley next to my childhood home, when she said she didn't love me anymore. I can still hear her crying before I dried her tears for good, with one shot from my beloved 44. I killed her because I loved my darling so, and I could not bear to stand by and watch her go. She died quick and went without much pain. Now I'm left to live and never love again. I buried her in the valley next to my childhood home, in an unmarked grave, never to be found. I can still see her face, so beautiful to me, as I lay her in that cold, cold ground. And I killed her because I loved my darling so. And I could not bear to stand by and watch her go. And she died quick and went without much pain. But I'm left to live and never love again. Now I'm left to live and never love again. One, two, 1, 2. Ride to town, shoot 'em up, and keep on going. 'Cause I got a job to do, and I don't stop for no one. So get your gun, kiss your wife, and lock up your daughter. Don't let her fall in love with the pale rider. Many men have quickly found I'm unforgiving. They say dying ain't no way to make a living. So get your gun and bet your life if you're a gambler. And you draw a dead man's hand against the pale rider. And I rode down into Mexico. What I came for, I think you know. I take another life, it's all the same. It's one more killing to the man that has no name. Ride to town, shoot 'em up, and keep on going. 'Cause I got a job to do, and I'll be gone come morning. Get your gun, and kiss your wife, and hug your daughter. Tell her you're off to meet the pale rider. Don't let her fall in love with the pale rider. And I rode down into Mexico. What I came for, I think you know. I take another life, it's all the same. It's one more killing to the man that has no name. It's one more bullet to the man that has no name. Nighttime crept quickly and finished the last of the sun. And I close my eyes and try hard to forget what I'd done. As darkness sweeps down from above and consumes my soul, like night it's so empty and bitterly cold. I'm heavy with burdens that shatter my last chance at sleep. I hear them all crying, see my poor mother weep. A guard on my left, a gavel slams down on the right, and iron bars close on a 30-year night. Oh Lord, take me home. 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 I scribble a note, I say I'm sorry that it happened this way. Exhaling my last breath so free, knowing not what to say. The light burns my eyes, but I see peace so clear. My heart bids my soul a farewell, feet kick in the air. Oh Lord, take me home. 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 Trembling hands grasping the neck of my lover, with shadows surrounding us both and acting as cover. Begging and pleading while praying that someone comes near, while the silence of miles ensuring that no one will hear. final breath, I watched the light fade from her eyes. Just as open and blue and still as these cold winter skies. I stumbled from the woods after nightfall, soaked in crimson red from head to toe. I slaughtered all I saw and showed no mercy. I'm not the least concerned with where I'll have to go. I returned to find my house burning brightly, and they'd raped my wife and killed my only son. I returned from war a victor for my country, and was repaid with the deaths of those I loved. So darling, won't you take my hand in marriage and walk with me across the fiery line? 'Cause I'm headed straight to hell for what I've done here, and I could use a little of your precious company. Found the ones that took me from my child, and I did the deed that was to seal my fate. In the background I can hear Satan's laughter, and I know deep down inside that hell waits. So darling, won't you take my hand in marriage and walk with me across the fiery line? I'm headed straight to hell for what I've done here, and I could use a little of your precious company. I could use a little of your precious company. gone, what's been 3 years long, I still feel it in this heart of mine. This heavy heart of mine seems to waste no time placing burden in this troubled, lonesome soul. For the troubles that you find in the things I left behind when you rode off in the dark that night. And now you're gone for good, and I think it's understood that you ain't never coming back this way. They found you in those mines that lay deep within those pines, in the mountains where I dare not go. And I struggled not to cry as the soil closed your eyes and the digger put the shovel to his hands. But I shed no tears even after all these years that I spent running round with you. Though I must admit it hurt as they covered you with dirt and they lowered you into the ground. Ooh, heavy heart of mine. Ooh, it's a heavy heart of mine. Said when you got killed that the wrong blood had been spilled and the guilty slipped away into the night. I don't think I felt no shame when I denied to know your name to the men that would have stolen my life. 'Cause I still shed plenty of tears even after all these years that I spent running round without you. And now I'm gone for good, and I think it's understood that I ain't never coming back this way. Heavy heart of mine. Ooh, heavy heart of mine. Ooh, heavy heart of mine. Ooh, it's a heavy heart of mine. Gallows whispered my name, fled south of the border. There I sought refuge amongst an old Mexican town, leaving behind all my troubles and wrongs from my past life. I met an angel to help this wild horse settle down. The shade of her hair was as black as the night time around me. One look from her eyes could make the tequila taste sweeter. On a hot summer night, we were married in a Mexican valley. This refugee outlaw and a beautiful Mexican bride. Walk through the valley where angels fly, and hacienda. My love in my arms and the music of a mariachi band. When all of a sudden my troubles from my past life, they found me in the form of a sheriff who swore that he tracked me down. When the shouts turned to shots, I lost track of the girl I just married. In a haze of tequila, I could not tell where I was shooting. When the gun smoke had cleared, my true love lay dead on the bar floor. And although I was breathing, my heart was telling me I was gone. Way through the valley where angels cry. 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 Mexican town is where I found Jesus. Out of the Mexican night, in darkness he came. When the hammer clicked, I heard angels coming to take me to my grave. And Lord, I've been a terrible man. And there ain't much left in my soul, but dying in an ambush in the Mexican night. That ain't no way for a legend to go.